Do you ever feel stuck by your choices? Who hasn't? Here's why you might be feeling this way.
Hola mi gente, I'm Brandy Marsky and I am a poet, an author, and a wild dream witch. I help folks like you do things that feel impossible or that are impossible so you can be proof of what is possible. Sounds like a really big deal, but that's why we're here, right? If you are like me and you felt trapped by your choices, for instance, when I was working at a nonprofit that I absolutely loved, I'd sit at my desk and I knew while I was plugging in numbers in a spreadsheet, creating little packets for the board of directors and the CEO, I knew that I was meant for something more. I knew that my skills, my talents, my desire, my drive, my heart, my art, I knew that I was meant for something more, and that the job and what I was doing and the cause was amazing, but it wasn't deeply as fulfilling as I knew I wanted my life to be, and I knew that I could be. And I'm sure that's relatable for you too. I mean, that's why you're here, right? You're sitting at your desk, you're staring at your to-do list, and you're just feeling like something is missing, or you're feeling like you are not magnifying and amplifying the fullness of your gifts and talents and the thing that you came here to do. And it's not like you're doing anything wrong. You are doing everything right. You are checking off all the boxes. You're meeting expectations. You're moving beyond expectations, that you feel like something isn't right, like something doesn't quite fit, and that you are living someone else's life. Like that was not the life that you told yourself as a little tiny human that you wanted to do when you got older. And it just doesn't feel like your life. It doesn't feel like the life that you want. It doesn't feel like the life that you dreamed about. It doesn't feel like it's a life lived by wild, passionate design. Yeah, design. So here are 3 reasons why you might be feeling this way, as well as little nuggets on how to move beyond, because we don't want to stay stuck. That's not the point, right? The point is to continually be bettering ourselves and putting our medicine and magic out there so we can live our wild dream life and be proof of what is possible for folks who might need a little fairy dust to believe. Here are 3 reasons why you might be feeling a little lost, like something's not right, like you're living someone else's life. Number 1, you are feeling this silent ache, this silent like itching, this silent like scratching of misalignment. So the reason why you're feeling that emptiness, the reason why you're feeling like, and you're hearing the call for something more, and you're feeling that itch to get out of your box, whether it was self-made or situation made or context made, whatever it is, the reason why you're feeling so out of like something is missing is because you're living out of alignment with your true authentic self. And not just that, but with your purpose and your passion and your why for being here. So again, even though I had a really great job, I made really good money, it was a nonprofit job. So even though I love my job and I was helping folks like me and I was helping create a movement in life, I still felt unfulfilled because it wasn't fully in alignment with the wild dream life that I had pictured myself living, right? That wildly poetic, that wildly creative, that wildly free, that wildly rich, right? Full of the richness of life and experience and of living so deeply and profoundly, right? Sitting behind a desk wasn't giving me those things. It wasn't allowing me the fullest expression of what was truly authentic to me. And the reason why you're feeling this way, like something is out of sorts and you don't understand, something is missing, is because you are not your daily, where you spend the most time at, is not in alignment with your highest, truest, most authentic, fully reason for being here. Just the simple awareness of, this is why I am feeling like something is missing. It's because I am doing this thing, maybe a couple of things that are not in radical alignment with who I came here to be and what I desire to do. When your soul, like your soul and your ganas craves and is like yearning for these wild dreams, and your daily routine is predictable and it's conventional, you start to feel trapped, right? You start to feel like everything is contracting inside you, even though maybe on the outside everything appears to be going smoothly or perfectly. Reason number 2 you might be feeling this way is the invisible cage that we are all in of expectations that are brought on by other people and even sometimes ourselves, right? Like this cage can also be sometimes a self-fulfilling prophecy. One of the things that we often feel, although it's expressed differently, is this feeling of expectations. Expectations of, well, this is the way it's always been done, or societal, or government, whatever it is. We as living, breathing human beings having a spiritual experience, or spiritual beings having a human experience, we all feel the pressure of expectations. And often, because we are conditioned to really pacify and be a passive person, a passive soul in this experience of life, we often take on those expectations and make them feel like their own, right? They're so ingrained in us that we believe that we were the people and the reason why they were there in the first place. And that is not true. It's all conditioning. It's all programming, and we can deprogram ourselves. We're taught to play safe. We're taught to play small, especially if you're a marginalized being. We are historically been brought up to believe that we are smaller and not worthy of all of these things, right? We have to follow the rules and don't ask for too much, because if you ask for too much, then you're just being greedy, or you're not living a soulful life or in alignment or spiritual, whatever it is. All of these expectations of the who, the why, the what, they start to put pressure. They start to have us like concave in. And this is why you feel like something is missing, because we are living in other people's expectations of us rather than what we inspire and desire and really feel for ourselves. And here's the question that I really want to kind of ingrain in you to ask yourself today, tomorrow, moving forward. What if, right? Let's play the game of what if. What if playing it small and playing it safe is what is keeping you stuck? What if? What if playing it safe? What if playing small? What if those are the things that are making you feel stuck? Not everything else. That's what the answer is going to do. Even just the question itself is like, let it trickle. Let it marinate. Pause this video. Grab a pen, grab a journal, notebook, whatever. Journal on that question right now. Set a timer, 5 minutes, go. Number 3. So I've given you reasons why you might be feeling this way. I want to give you something that you can do about it. So what can we do, right? What is one thing that you can do today, and I'm going to share it with you, that will help you start to bridge the gap between where the misalignment is coming, right? How can we start to close it in? The way that we begin to do that is we begin to start reconnecting to our inner magic. We start connecting to our inner voice. We start reconnecting with our intuition. We start reconnecting with all the things that we have held silent and made silent for so long because we've been listening to and playing a track that belongs to somebody else's voices, beliefs, and experiences versus our own. And the way that we start to do that is what you just did. It's so fucking simple that most people just bypass it. We believe, again, we are trained to believe that the answers are outside of us, that somebody else has the right potion, elixir, book, program that is going to set our soul on fire and make us live freely. No, we will. That's all on you. And the way that we access, the only way that you can access that is by spending time with yourself. And the easiest, quickest, most accessible way that I've found to do that is through journaling. And that's exactly what I had you do in that last one. I had you pause this video. I had you ask yourself a question. Now, if you did it or not, that's a whole different story. That's a whole nother video. But if you did do it, and if you didn't do it, you can hit pause, do it now, and pretend like you did it and come back. I would never know. Although, maybe I would, Bruja. Who knows? So that is how we reconnect. It really is that simple. Grabbing a pen and a paper and writing what it is we feel outside of the noise, with everything else just silenced around us. When we tap into that space, we tap into the thing that will free us up in an instant, and that is our personal agency. That is our personal power. Journaling helps unlock that power. It helps reconnect you to your authentic voice. It helps you reconnect to all the things that have led you to this point of feeling like something is missing and living out of alignment of your wildest dreams and your highest and fullest, most brightest, fullest, most magnificent potential. And so here's another question that you can journal on, right? Grab your journal. Let's do this. What if the key, right? What if the key to breaking free lies within you? What if it really is that simple? What if it really is as simple as picking up a pen and paper? What if the key to breaking free is within you? Because it is. It is in you. You have the key. And through journaling, we can explore your wildest dreams without judgment, without people and outside voices and all those things happening. Just you, your soul, and your heart. Pen in hand. Paper. Writing down your wildest dreams. Reconnecting with yourself. This right here, this action, this action, this action, this action is your key to bridging the gap between what is missing and feeling more aligned with your life. I promise you. When you meet it with intentionality, journaling can change your life. It has radically shifted mine because you see yourself in ways that only the page, only that mirror of your page can show you. So if all this resonates with you, I want to invite you to like, subscribe, and share this channel. I'm going to be sharing more videos for the rest of my life about this because I am so passionate about wild dreams and helping you live them. And if you want to go more deeply in this with me, hop on my Wild Dreamer newsletter. Go to brandymarsky.com/newsletter and I will have your back on your journey to your wild dreams. It's going to be a fantastic ride. I hope you will allow me to be a part of the journey with you. Until next time, in Lakesh.